What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Make sure to drop a like on this video. So sportscaster Rachel Nichols is an MVP voter, and she caused a bit of backlash with her comments about Lakers superstar Luka Doncic on the Open Floor podcast. Now, Nichols was asked if she agrees with Austin Reeves that voters are overlooking Luka for MVP, and she made it clear that he won't be first on her ballot. Check this out.
So what do you say, Rachel? Do you agree with Austin Reeves that we, the voters, are overlooking Luka Doncic?
Is he the top contender for MVP right now? No, he is not. Is the reason because you do have to play both sides of the ball for all 8 months of the season? Yes, it is. I mean, he has definitely been improving. I am the loudest voice that Luka is not the defensive liability that people think he is once he gets to the playoffs. He cares differently. He plays differently. And it is a, full season award. And it is for both sides of the ball. So am I going to vote him my number one for MVP? No. Is he going to be on my ballot? Absolutely.
Now, Luka has played good defense for a while now, but Rachel says he just hasn't put in enough effort over the course of the season to be number one. And as you'd imagine, these comments didn't go too well with the Slovenian fans, with one of them on Twitter bringing up Nichols' comments from November of 2025 about Luka's defense.
And I think Luka is, quote, in the conversation, like we like to say, in that top three. He's leading the league in scoring. He's averaging nearly a triple-double. Defense has actually been solid. He's had a
steals are good.
He's had a 5-steal game and a pair of 4-steal games in a season that's still relatively young, right? That's 3 games out of the only 20 that we're talking about that he's had 4 or 5 steal performances. That's not nothing. I'm not putting him as number one. I'm just saying that this is a 3-way conversation in my mind.
Now, the point being raised here, of course, is that Rachel thought Luka was playing solid defense for quite a long stretch at the start of the season. And the fact that she has now changed her tune hasn't gone down well with some of his fans. It has also been brought up that defense wasn't an issue for Rachel back in 2018 when she believed James Harden should win the MVP. Check out what she had to say about Harden on the jump back then.
I'm sorry. I do think that's the only way. There's really nothing any of these other guys can do to steal it away from him. And frankly, it's been the case for a couple months now. There's all the basic numbers we always lean on, right? Harden leads the league in scoring. He's top 3 in assists. He's got more 3-pointers than anyone. He's still, okay, never going to win Defensive Player of the Year. But he's at least active enough now on that side of the ball. It's not going to derail him. And then, of course,
Now, Harden was never really a good defender, but he would end up in first place on Rachel's ballot back in 2018 and won MVP. And he deserved it. It was a phenomenal season. And Rachel rightly focused on all the incredible things Harden did with the Houston Rockets. But many people believe she isn't doing the same thing with Luka Doncic, as he has also played good defense for a fair bit now. But that isn't being recognized, with much of the frustration of his fans. Now, with a whole lot of backlash coming her way, Rachel felt compelled to defend herself on Twitter. She says, 1, I still think Luka is in the conversation, and in fact, have him ranked higher on my current MVP ballot than the majority of my peers, including my co-host. In fact, I have him ranked higher on my current ballot than the NBA's own website does on theirs. 2, as I said in our most recent pod, I think Luka's defense is annually underrated in the playoffs. Preseason, I also picked the Lakers to finish at number 3 in the West because of the sheer force of Luka, a take that was not exactly the most popular at the time. 3, as I've said for years, MVP voting can be frustrating because the criteria is so broad that what gets a guy elected one year wouldn't get him elected another year. I've lobbied for a long time for the NBA to overhaul its award system the way, say, the NFL has. And 4, fan bases can get crazy sometimes over players they love. And I actually really dig that. Passion is what makes sports fun. Now, the biggest issue when it comes to MVP is definitely that the criteria seems to change every season. Sometimes the award is given to the best player on the team with the best record, and on other occasions, it's given to the player putting up incredible numbers on a good team, or to the player who's elevating a mediocre supporting cast. Luka falls in the second category among those 3. He is currently averaging 34 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and damn near 2 steals per game for a Lakers team that is 3rd in the West with a 50-26 record. Luka has a good case to win MVP, and he shouldn't be getting dismissed the way that he has been by some of these voters. But let me know what you guys think about this topic in particular, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the comments, and I'll see you in the next upload.